Hey everyone, hope you guys are doing well. I'm jumping in here today to do a reading for you guys, and before we get into the reading, I do have a special message, okay? Because something happened last night that was, for me, it was a clear omen, okay? A very clear omen. And this, I've never seen this happen before. So the first thing, last night, all of a sudden I hear this murder of crows, okay? And they're cawing, okay? A whole swarm of cawing crows. And I look outside and I see all of a sudden a hawk. And I never see hawks here, ever. So this hawk jumps out of the bush with a dead crow and leaves the dead crow in the yard and then flies away because, of course, this murder of crows is signaling that there's a predator in the area, and so they knew that they were being attacked by this hawk. And I live in the city. Like this is not something that you see on a normal bait. I've never seen this happen, and it was so significant that the hawk just like dropped the dead crow right in the yard. And for me, I was this really weird feeling came over me. It was very, for me, it was clear. It was like a sign of like somebody is bringing death. Like it felt like an omen, okay? That death is being brought to someone's door. And I don't know in what sense that is, okay? I don't know if that means that this signifies like the death of a relationship, the death of a job, the death of a situation, or a real passing. But for me, it was clear, like, I've never seen a hawk just drop a dead crow in the yard and then fly away. Like it felt like an omen, okay? And then the next thing that happened is that exactly 9:44, exactly that time, the hawk returned and flew away with the dead crow. Okay, so I knew that was a synchronicity because I played this game on my phone. And this sounds weird, but for me it was a synchronicity, okay? So I was playing level 5,644, don't judge me. But when I beat that game with 44, I got 1,444 stars. And I was like, okay, this number, 444 or 44, is very, very important because, like I said, that hawk came back for the dead crow at exactly 9:44. And also, I don't know, it just feels very weird. I just felt it in the air that it's a sign, like it's an omen, like something is over. Like it felt like this is your sign, something has ended. This is the sign that something is, that death is coming to something, okay? I don't know what it is, but it felt very significant, okay? So that's what I'm gonna get into today in this message. I wanna figure out what is Spirit trying to tell me or tell us, okay? What is the message for the collective here with this dead crow that was brought by the hawk into the yard? Feels, if I can tell, it's an omen. I just don't know what it means. And again, right now it's 12:43. So when I start this reading, it's going to be 12:44. Okay. So let's see here, Spirit. What is the message for the collective? What is the message for the collective today? Tell us about this crow. Let's see what's going on. I cannot. It's 4:40 on the clock. It's the Four of Wands. 444. And the Four of Wands, a home, stability, the fourth house of family, Six of Pentacles, something being, something brought to the home, something being given to the house. It's like generosity, right? The Six of Pentacles is about giving and receiving. When you give generously to the house, like someone, like the hawk bringing the dead crow to the house, the moon at the bottom. The Ace of Swords in reverse. Okay, so this has to do with somebody lying. Look at what's at the bottom of the deck, The Four of Pentacles. 44. 4 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. And it was 1244. I'm not kidding. 9:44 is when that hawk picked up the dead crow out of the yard and flew away with it. What the hell is this mean? What does this mean? What does this mean? But 44 to me is also, when I see those numbers, that to me means like protection, like you're protected, okay? What does this mean? Why is the Four of Wands here? I don't feel like that dead crow is an omen for the collective. I feel like it's a sign that something is ending for you, because a hawk or an eagle represents, freedom, okay, transformation, rebirth. It really feels like something, like Spirit is dropping the message in someone's lap, like something is ending now, something is over now. It's like death is coming for something, and this is for your freedom. Like this is for your protection. Like you're being protected, and that's why death is coming. Now, I don't know what kind of death, but like a dead crow, that to me is death. Dropped in the backyard, that is like someone bringing death to someone's doorstep. Like, that did not just happen for nothing. That was an omen. And again, look at this. 6 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. I can't get over this. Something being brought to someone's doorstep. Somebody is giving something to someone's home. 4 of Wands, 4 of Pentacles. Again, just like my level, I beat it last night. 5644 and got 1,444 stars. I was like, oh my God, this number, 44. Okay, what's 4 of Wands? Yo, I'm not even kidding, man. Okay, 2 of Wands in reverse. Somebody made a bad choice. Somebody's being blocked. Temperance in reverse. Something here was unholy. Something here was... So this giving me like unholy, like this is not divine. This is something that goes against Spirit here. The Page of Swords in reverse. What's the 6 of Pentacles? The 8 of Wands. Something is being sent quickly, quick action. I mean, this is like even flying, like something that is so fast action. Like a hawk throwing a crow in a yard or picking it back up and flying away, that kind of a fast thing. The 8 of Pentacles and the King of Wands. And now we have 88. We have 44 and we have 88. And a King of Wands here. What's the Ace of Swords reverse? The 5 of Pentacles. Somebody has lied. A magician lied in order to manifest some sort of poverty or bad health. Now they're getting bad news. It's a bad omen. Why do I feel like the Page of Wands in reverse is the bad omen? I don't know if someone tried to do some sort of spell work, like magic, with the magician being here. Tell me more about the 4 of Wands, please. High Priestess in reverse. Six of Wands. Did somebody try sending like a spell to your house? It's protected though. Look at what comes out right after that, the Seven of Wands, but it was protected. Something here is protected. What does the Four of Wands represent? Bad health. Oh my God, bad health. With the Five of Pentacles, somebody could have tried sending bad health to you, to your home. Somebody could have tried sending bad health to your house, to your home. So did someone try and send death to you? Unexpected income in reverse. What is this? A girl with a snake, an empath, narcissist, someone being charmed or used. A narcissist, a snake, trying to charm and use someone here. When it comes to a home, someone being in bad health at a house. Who's the High Priestess in reverse? I feel like that's an actual person. The Six of Wands comes out again. The Six of Wands comes out again. I'm asking about the High Priestess in reverse and the Six of Wands comes out again. Someone thought that they would have victory and success here. Someone thought that they would get you stuck. They could get you stuck. They could get someone stuck and trapped here. How? With an official person. Or is this the message from Spirit that whoever tried doing this to you, you have victory and success now because this person is stuck when it comes to an official? What do you mean with Hangman reverse, an official person? A King of Cups in reverse is stuck. They didn't see something clearly here about giving someone an offer, or why is this King of Cups in reverse stuck here? Or why is the Hangman in reverse here? Because be lighthearted, finding out things are coming to light. Oh my God. So someone here, this King of Cups in reverse, is now stuck. They are in a bad situation that they can't get out of. Hold on, low battery mode. They're stuck in a bad situation that they can't get out of because the truth is coming to light. And this has to do with an official person. What's the High Priestess reverse? Clock, needing time, taking time. So this person was not listening to their intuition. They thought that they had more time. They thought that they had more time, or they thought they could take some time, or they thought they had time on their side when it comes to charming and using someone. Why do I feel like bad health at a home? I feel like that's the crow. Like, I feel like this is the spiritual message about the crow. It's telling someone here that you have victory and success because the truth is coming to light now. So something very significant happened yesterday. I don't know what happened, but whatever it was, Spirit is telling you now that you have victory because the truth has come out about something and now someone is stuck. Somebody is trapped in a bad situation that they can't get out of. You have victory over a snake, over someone that tried to charm and use people. This is your message that you're protected from this King of Cups in reverse who did something very unholy. They made a bad choice. So what's the Two of Wands reverse? The World. Something is over. This cycle is completely over. They can't make a move. They made the death. Oh my God, it's over. There's death here. I can't. Death and the World, that is a final ending. It's death. It's the death of a cycle. It's the death of a time. It's the death of a chapter. It's the death of a cycle. It's death. Okay. King of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody who did something for greed, out of greed. Tell me about this person. Breakup, a courtship in reverse. This has to do with a breakup. Paradise, happiness, expansion, joy, playfulness, oneness, enjoying each other. So this King of Cups in reverse made the wrong move. They made the wrong choice. Didn't listen to their intuition when it comes to a breakup. And now a cycle is completely over. Something is over. And now the truth is coming out about this. They didn't think that anybody would see this clearly here with this love offer. What's the Knight of Cups? Abundance. Manifest exactly what you want. Keep a positive mindset. Abundance. So this has to do with money, and somebody's not getting some sort of money, or somebody did not receive some sort of money. Somebody didn't give someone money. Somebody didn't give someone money. Somebody didn't receive some sort of money. Abundance. This King of Cups in reverse has gotten themselves stuck. How? When it comes to money. Journey in reverse. Their journey is over. Something is over. They can't move forward. Their journey has been stopped. They cannot move forward. Why is Temperance in reverse here? Something that they did. Ace of Cups in reverse. It has something to do with a breakup. They took some sort of action with a breakup, or saying that something isn't love, or something was just not emotionally balanced. It's just very imbalanced. It has nothing to do with healing, love, and patience. It has nothing to do with love. It was not holy. Something has nothing to do with love. This is a snake that's trying to charm and use people. Oh man. The Chaser in reverse. Somebody is not a chaser. You don't have a fear of abandonment. You're not a chaser in a codependent relationship. Page of Swords in reverse. Something was manipulation. Outdated thinking, a cassette, and a coffin. Endings bring new beginnings. Something was just manipulation. Some sort of information was outdated thinking. It was conditioning and brainwashing. So is this like a spell that has broken? Why do I feel like this King of Cups in reverse had a spell over people? Like a brainwashing spell. It feels like a spell has been broken, like something is over. The truth is out now. This person is stuck. They were a charmer and a user. They thought that this could go on forever, but a spell has been broken with this person lying. Eight of Pentacles. It has to do with a job. They were lying with some sort of information. Lying about messages, lying about a message, lying about information, about communication, lying with a message or messages, or somebody lied when it comes to a message about someone's work, about someone's job, career. So why do I feel like someone got caught, like right in the lie, right in the lie? What's the Page of Wands? A child. Somebody has been lying because they thought it would make them look innocent. They created some sort of lies with some sort of messages or with some sort of information because they thought this would make them look innocent. Love, but this has nothing to do with love. None of this, what they were doing, has anything to do with love. None of this has to do with love. This is a snake that's charming and using people, trying to make themselves look innocent. None of this communication has anything to do with love. It's not based in love. It's based in brainwashing. It's based in deception. It's based in money, getting what they want, trying to charm, use, and manipulate people. They thought they could balance something out here. Keys on a ring, many options, decision, stringing someone along. They were stringing someone along, promising some sort of a union, promising some sort of balance, but it has nothing to do with love. This King of Cups in reverse was just stringing someone along. It has nothing to do with love. They were doing this to make themselves look innocent. They were wearing a mask. So this spell is what's broken. This spell is the dead crow and the hawk is the freedom. Is that what I'm getting here? It really felt like the hawk came and like plopped it down right in front of me, because it was like, I don't know, like 10 meters away. And it was like, here, it's over. It's done. You're protected now. I was like, what's dead? Like something feels super, like you just brought death here, and I get it. You're trying to tell me something is dead, but like, what is it? It's freaked me out. I had a really hard time going to sleep last night. It would not leave me alone, okay? But I couldn't do a reading last night, so some sort of spell, some sort of manipulation has broken. Anything else about this King of Cups in reverse? Being stuck with the official person, the Knight of Pentacles. This was all about strategy. These messages, it's some sort of a message. It's some sort of a strategy. Messages being strategic, a letter that was strategic. Or somebody thinking about something long-term, being very strategic with some sort of message. Or messages, or with a document, or what is this? Page of Wands. Message. It's about messages. A letter, a document. Addiction. Someone that is codependent, obsessive, possessive, and controlling. So this King of Cups in reverse was sending someone messages. They were charming someone and using someone, making someone think that you are codependent, you are obsessive, possessive, and controlling. But all of these messages had nothing to do with love. It was all about using someone, manipulating someone into doing what they want them to do. It was a brainwashing operation. Okay, that's what I feel. The brainwashing spell has been broken for someone here, okay? Now, what's the Six of Pentacles? Something was given to a King of Wands. What is this? The Nine of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups and Strength. Someone here thought that this is how they would get what they want. This is how they would have dominance, control. They felt good knowing that they were controlling someone. This is giving me like cult leader, okay? Or someone who thought that they had control over someone's mind, someone's mental state. Brainwashing. They were controlling someone's actions. The Knight of Cups in reverse, and it had nothing to do with love. Nothing. This was all selfish. It was all for their own satisfaction. It was all for dominance and control. And look who's at the bottom again. King of Cups. Had nothing to do with love. Absolutely nothing. Okay. What's the Six of Pentacles? Something that was given here. It has nothing to do with love. Something that was given to someone has nothing to do with love. Nothing. Welcoming love in reverse. Meeting the one in reverse. Sudden change, and this is the epiphany. And this is the epiphany. Shocking news. That's the epiphany. That something that was given to someone had nothing to do with love. It was strategy. It was manipulation. It was to charm someone, to use someone. It had nothing to do with love. Okay. What's the Eight of Wands? Oh my God, someone is having a moment of enlightenment. This is an epiphany. The Hanged Man, seeing things from a different perspective. And the star is giving me like, all of a sudden you see the star. It's like, all of a sudden, you know, it's like okay, so I'm seeing like being in the city, right? When you look at the night sky, you barely see any stars because of all the light pollution. It's like someone here in this equation has gone out to the desert and they're looking at, it's like they're seeing the stars for the first time. It's like they're seeing things for the first time that they never saw that way before. It's like they're seeing the light. They're seeing the big picture. They're seeing things that they didn't see before. And this is an epiphany for someone here. Okay, what's this king? Who's the King of Wands? The Three of Swords, someone heartbroken. And look at, this is the moon that wanted to flip over, the moon. Something about the night. It's like someone wasn't able to see something clearly here because things were dark, or they weren't illuminated correctly, or they were in the dark. It's like they were in the dark and they could see certain things, but they couldn't see the whole night sky. That's just what I'm getting. The Seven of Cups, someone was confused. Someone was confused about some sort of heartbreak and pain, or some sort of trauma, some sort of deception. Abundance, manifest what you want. The whole plan was to create this illusion about someone being heartbroken, someone being hurt. This was the whole plan. It had nothing to do with love, though. It was all strategy to get some sort of money or to get abundance, okay? A whole strategy around someone feeling hurt and heartbroken. This is how they thought they could transcend this obstacle. This is how they thought they could transcend the obstacle. What obstacle? Something to do with work. Something to do with working on something, or a plan, or an occupation. The Hierophant. Working, what is that? It's whatever they thought of. It's whatever they thought of, their plan. Poverty. A wealthy man in reverse. So it's someone that's greedy, someone that's in debt, someone that's broke, someone that's in poverty, someone who has lost all of their wealth. This person is trying to manifest abundance. They're trying to get to some sort of money because they feel like they're broke. This person came up with this plan. And this has to do with something. Is the Hierophant an institution? It was about getting themselves out of imprisonment. They're trying to get themselves out of a trap, get themselves out of imprisonment. And this could have something to do with, I mean, Eight of Pentacles and the Hierophant, that's giving me something legal, like some sort of a legal institution, some sort of a higher traditional institution of government, something to do with work, career, money, okay? So this wealthy man in reverse, this King of Wands, this greedy person that would do anything for money here, the shady business person, they thought of how they can get themselves out of imprisonment with the government, with the law, with a higher institution. Okay, so what did they do? They said something about someone losing a job, or somebody losing an investment, or bad financial news. Something about losing employment, bad financial investment, not getting something out of an investment that you thought you would get. They switched something, Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, they switched something around so that they could hold on to some sort of money. They switched something around so that they could hold on to money. What did they switch around? Some sort of a financial message, some sort of a message, some sort of a letter, some sort of a financial letter. This has to do with money. It has to do with does this have to do with like a tax accountant? A letter from a tax accountant. A message from a tax accountant. Power of attorney. They switched something around. That's how they switch something around. Someone is pretending to have the Ten of Pentacles and the Devil so that they could have control over some sort of an inheritance or have control over some sort of money, large amount of money. Why do I feel like someone has committed fraud when it comes to claiming they have some sort of power of attorney over you, or claiming that they are doing something in your name for you, or they are your like accountant or something like that? Is that the message? The message is this was not out of love. This was not out of care. This was manipulation, strategic manipulation for someone else to steal something. This person does not have a power of attorney over you legally. This person is not your accountant. This person does not work for you or work with you. They lied. Why do I feel like they did something with documents? Why do I feel like this mature man, King of Wands, wealthy man in reverse, corrupt businessman, shady business accountant, did something illegal and fraudulent with paperwork? Great fortune in reverse. Occupation, I knew it. Why do I feel like this person like an accountant or something like that? Or they work with money, or they're claiming that they work with you or for you in some sort of way, and they did something fraudulent with your occupation, or they did it using their own occupation, okay? They committed fraud. Confirmation. Did you hear that? They committed fraud in your name. And now they're being exposed? Good. Good. They did this to try and get out of imprisonment here. They claimed that they were working together with you or working together with you because of a business. They could have told the IRS, or they could have told a government body that they are working for you or working with you, like an accountant of some sorts. No, they're a fucking liar, and they have no right to be doing anything in your name. I feel like they reached out to different institutions, most likely, and pretended to be your accountant, or they pretended to be someone with like a power of attorney in your name, okay? And then they started doing weird things in business that they have no fucking right to do in your name, because you never gave them permission to do this stuff. And then they pretended like what? They had your permission? That's what I feel. And that's over. That's what's dead. That's what died yesterday. That is what died yesterday. Yeah, this was a stupid, risky move that this person took. The Tower. Yeah, that's what died yesterday. It's this lie that this King of Wands mature man told. How they tried to say that they have any right to what they're doing here with business, with paperwork, with fraud, with power of attorneys, pretending like they have the right to contact institutions in your name. No, they're a liar, and this is going to be their ending. That dead crow is for this King of Wands mature man. I'm pretty sure. For some sort of employment. for some sort of business or employment. They were, don't tell me this person was pretending to be your accountant. They were pretending that they had something here. It's something about a business. Something they said about a business, something they did with paperwork, something like that. They have no defense. There's no way they're going to be able to defend what they did. I don't know what they did, but there's no way that they're going to be able to defend this, okay? 3 of Cups in reverse. The 9 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. They thought that they would get what they want here with a Queen of Wands. They thought they would get everything they wanted here with a Queen of Wands. Okay. But they cannot walk away from it now. They can't get away with it. They can't leave it behind. They can't walk away. So there's something fraudulent and shady and illegal that this King of Wands did, okay? With business, or with forged signatures, or with fake power of attorneys, with fake accountant bullshit, with fake something fraudulent that they were not allowed to do. They're trying to cover this up with a King of Cups in reverse that's working together with them. They are reaching out to someone else, and I guess trying to spin this story about how they're trying to like pin it on you, basically. Okay, so they're using some sort of messages, trying to charm and use someone, saying something about a breakup, something about this is not love, this is strategy. All so that they can get out of what they have done. Yes, 6 of Wands. Yes, that's what they did. Yes, but you are protected. I feel like this is your energy. You're protected. 9 of Wands, 444. You have victory because you're protected. You will have victory over this King of Wands, whoever this one is. Whoever this person is should know that there's a hawk that dropped a dead crow in my backyard for this person yesterday. That's who it's for. So what's the Ace of Swords in reverse? They lied. Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and now they're about to get their karma for this. And it looks like death. I don't know death to what, but it looks like a dead crow. I can tell you that much. For lying. They're about to get their bad karma for lying. Look at what's at the bottom of that. 10 of Swords. This person's ending is coming. I don't know in what way it is, okay? I don't know in what way it is. Spirit has decided, though. That murder of crows has decided yesterday. That hawk. I've never seen a hawk here. Never. Never. I've never had a hawk drop a dead crow in my backyard ever. I live in the city. How does that happen? This person's about to get their bad karma for lying, and it looks like this. Mature woman. Something about a mature woman, okay? A marriage in reverse, a gift in reverse. There's no marriage and there's no gift. There was no marriage, or there's a divorce and there's no gift. A mature woman lied. Somebody's not married. Someone's not getting married, or lied about a divorce. A mature woman lied about a divorce. Somebody's not getting a gift. It's a message of concern. Confirmation. What's this lie about? Somebody is not dating someone new. Somebody is not meeting someone new. Somebody is not planning and setting a date. Somebody is codependent, obsessive, possessive, and controlling. So the lie that they told, the lie that this mature woman told, is that someone doesn't want to date you because you're obsessive, possessive, and controlling. What? Or this mature woman told a lie that somebody doesn't want to date you, someone doesn't want to marry you, and because someone doesn't want to marry you, You are now obsessed, possessive, and controlling. Yeah, this reminds me of my Patreon reading that I just did for Virgo. Okay, so if this resonates for you, maybe Virgo, Patreon also resonates for you, okay? What's this Five of Pentacles? A relationship evolving to the next phase. This is what they tried to manifest here, or tried to create. They tried to create an illusion that a relationship is evolving to the next phase. This is someone that didn't want to look like they're a self-absorbed narcissist or in a one-sided relationship with themselves, okay? Apparently, this is someone wearing a mask, hiding things, personifying, pretending things, diluting the truth and gaslighting. Tell me about the Magician. The Moon. This was the secret plan here. This is what they did in secret. An Emperor in the reverse. This was this King of Wands, abusive, controlling, power-hungry, bloodthirsty, oppressive dictator. This was their plan all along in secret here, okay? What they thought they could keep hidden. Or this is how they thought they could keep their fraud and their bad business practices and their corruption and their lies secrets, okay? By lying about someone being in poverty. By lying about something to do with a home, a house, a property, a community, a union. Lying about something going on at a house. Lying about something going on in a community. Judgment. This is what they communicated, and that's why they're under judgment. They are under judgment for what they said because they lied. They lied. Ace of Swords in reverse, Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You're a liar and you're about to get your karma for this. This is really bad karma. This is really bad karma. You're under, whoever this is, they're under judgment for what they said. And I got the Omen. I got the Omen dropped in my backyard. I cannot get over that. For me, that was like very, very clear what's going on here. It was a sign. It was a very, very, very distinct sign that it's coming. It's over now. It's coming. Karma is, it's not just like, oh, they're going to get, no, it's coming. Something happened yesterday and it's coming. Someone here has had a big epiphany. Someone here is seeing something from a whole different perspective. Someone here, it's like at 9:44 last night, that was like when the church bell goes ding. And for me, it was clear. I had a really weird feeling after that. 444. The Six of Swords. They tried to switch something around with a message, with a letter, with a document, with some sort of communication. They tried to switch something around thinking that they would get away with this. This is how they thought they would get away, by switching something around, some sort of information, some sort of communication. Four of Cups, again, at the bottom, another four. They lied. They lied. Seven of Swords, they lied. And they did this impulsively. They lied about someone being angry. They could have lied about you being angry, you being threatening, you taking some sort of action out of jealousy. Okay? Seven of Cups, an illusion. Tell me about the Chaser. They tried to say that you are chasing after someone. You're obsessed with someone. You won't leave someone alone. You're coming after someone because you're codependent. And this was their strategy. Hand of Cards. This is how they thought they could be strategic, okay? This was their strategy. They approached someone and said, somebody is obsessed with someone. You won't leave them alone. You're going to attack someone. They switched some sort of messages around. This mature woman has lied about a divorce, lied about someone not wanting to marry someone being obsessed with someone, possessive, controlling, lying about something at a home. Now the truth is coming out. Now the truth is about to come out about what this person did. Could even have something to do with screenshots. And look what's under that, stabbed in the back. Some sort of screenshot, some sort of evidence, some sort of forged signature, some sort of text messages. I don't know what this is. Talking about an attack or something like that. Now the truth is coming out about how this person lied because someone didn't get a gift, or doesn't want to get married to someone, or lying about somebody not receiving a gift, saying that someone doesn't love someone. Okay, so tell me more about all of this coming to light now. The Queen of Swords. Could be because of something that someone said, okay? Could be because the Queen of Swords said something. Justice. Justice is here. The Eight of Wands, look at that. Okay, so Libra energy here. You're about to get justice. You spoke the truth. You said the truth. You could be a Libra. Justice. You're about to receive justice for something that happened to you. The Two of Cups, because of something that was said about a relationship, something that someone tried to do, because something here has been investigated due to some sort of a gift. Because of somebody investigating something due to a gift. This gift, a gift in a relationship. This whole investigation with an official person has to do with a gift. Someone receiving a gift in a relationship. Someone receiving money in a relationship. What is this gift? Or the Ace of Pentacles. Girl talk. Time with friends. Happily single, living in the moment, girl talk. This whole investigation is based off of some girl talk. Somebody talking to someone on the phone. So with some sort of screenshot. Texting, calling, emailing, talking. No way. This King of Cups in reverse. The messages that they were sending on the phone. Realizing now that this whole thing of some sort of text, calls, emails on the phone is all based off of a King of Cups in reverse. A strategy. It had nothing to do with love. This gift has nothing to do with love. These messages have nothing to do with love or a relationship or a gift or you being codependent, obsessive, possessive, or none of that. It was literally a strategy from the very beginning. So this King of Cups in reverse being behind these messages is the epiphany. That's the epiphany, isn't it? That's the epiphany. That's what's going to bring you your justice. How they switched this around. They're about to have a tower moment. This is over for them because this was a stupid risk. Now they're stuck here with the officials, okay? Yeah, because they lied. Everything they said was based on a lie, based on some King of Cups in reverse. Lying about a breakup, okay? Lying about a relationship, Ten of Swords. This feels like their ending that's coming. It's their ending. This is over. It's over completely. The Five of Pentacles, the Five of Cups. Someone being depressed, sad about feeling left out in the cold, feeling abandoned. Or this is what this King of Cups in reverse tried to tell these people, is that you're sad, you're depressed, you feel abandoned, you feel like you've been left out in the cold, you feel like you've been left in poverty, you've been stabbed in the back, you've been betrayed. That's how they try to make you look, okay? That's what they said about you. And it was all an illusion, Seven of Cups. It was all a catfish. It was all a catfish. Somebody who was stealing someone else's identity, pretending to be someone else, coming up with this crazy story about you and how you are, what kind of a person you are, how you feel, okay? Yeah, that's not you. The devil in reverse, that's not you. You're not jealous. You're not angry. You're not hateful. You're not vengeful. You're not out here to do anything to someone. You're not toxic. You're not jealous. You don't want revenge. You're not obsessed. You're not controlling. You're not controlling anyone. You're not holding anyone hostage. You're not possessive. You're not out to do anything to anyone. You don't have anger or hatred in your heart for anyone involved in this mess. And this was the secret, the moon. This is what was hidden. And that's the tower. Yo, the tower is realizing that everything that someone was saying about you is not true. Wow. Wow. Strength in reverse and the Chariot. It could have just been a Cancer with a big fucking ego. I don't know. Talking about a breakup, okay? Or they try to create this narrative that you are angry and hostile and you are aggressive. I mean, strength in reverse is like when you have, when you're hostile, you're aggressive, you're very angry, you can be in your ego, you can, want to dominate or control because of a breakup. That was the whole narrative. 8 of Cups, and someone wanted to walk away from you, walking away from someone because of a gift, because of a blessing, because of a monetary gift. Somebody walking away from someone because of a gift. I don't even know what that means, okay? Yeah, this was all planned deception. This was all sabotage. This was all brainwashing. This was plotting, planning, scheming, deception. And this is how they thought they could win this whole thing. Yeah, coming up with this love offer, but they can't complete this. This is never going to end. This is all for love, because it's not. The epiphany is this has nothing to do with love. All of these messages have nothing to do with love. It was all a strategy. It was all manipulation, brainwashing, to get people to comply, to create this narrative about you and what kind of a person you are. Page of Cups, to make themselves look innocent. The whole thing was to make someone else look innocent and make you look like you're the bad guy. This whole catfishing operation, this whole fake messages, pretending to be in love with someone, blah, blah, blah. It was all to make themselves look innocent and make you look like you're the bad guy, like you did something wrong, like you're obsessive, jealous, possessive, controlling, angry, out to do something to someone. This is just the alibi. This is their alibi, the person behind the catfish profile, okay? Yeah, look at this. Knight of Swords in reverse, lies. Lies, slander, gossip, rumors, false information. None of this was true. This is someone that they just said whatever they needed to say to people to get people to work together with them. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah, so that's the big epiphany now, is that all these people have been lied to. Someone here was never talking to whoever they thought they were talking to. They were talking to a King of Cups in reverse who was making up the craziest shit about you to get people on their side. And now they're about to be under judgment because this King of Wands, whoever this King of Wands is, wealthy man in reverse here, something about them also trying to make themselves look innocent, apparently, right? They thought that something wouldn't change, or they tried to stop something from changing with something that they didn't want to change when it came to what they were working on, or they wanted to keep putting in the same work. They wanted to keep going with a plan. They didn't want to stop. They didn't want to change something. This main male, King of Cups in reverse. And now they're very concerned. Why? Because of you, main female. And someone's pathway here. And they're exposed. They're exposed. Or they didn't want their plan to change. They didn't want something to change when it came to their plan. So the original plan with King of Cups in reverse and King of Wands. That was the original plan, right? Whatever these two had planned here when it comes to fraud, money crimes, I don't know, fake businesses, government institutions, lying to the government, lying to the tax office, whatever the hell this is. They had to get out of that. They had to get away with that. So what did they do? Come up with a fake catfish profile, make someone fall in love with them who's not even the real person, and slander you, make you look so bad. Make you look so bad to some strangers so that everyone thinks that you're the problem, you're the villain, you did something wrong. Whole time, none of it is true. They just didn't want to be exposed, but they're going to be exposed. You think Spirit's going to let these people get away with this? No. They are not innocent. Child in reverse, these people are not innocent. And they're not going to walk around convincing other people like they are innocent and you're wrong. Not a day longer, I swear. This was the pathway. The whole pathway was to make you look like you are a bad person. You're in the reverse. That is why they did this. That is messages. That is why they did this with messages. That is why they catfished other people, pretending to be someone that's close to you. They pretended to be someone that knows you, because with that identity, they can come up with this crazy story about how you're this and that, and you're possessive, you're controlling, you're angry, you're jealous, you're a horrible person. All of it to discredit you. You get what I'm saying? It's literally all to just discredit you, make you look like you're crazy, make you look like you're a horrible person, so that they can get away with what they did and make you look like you're the bad guy. That's what they did. And I guess the epiphany now is realizing that who the person is behind the messages. The epiphany is realizing that the person behind these messages is a King of Cups in reverse who has a fucking problem with you and has been trying to take you down. And all of this stuff is lies. Right? So what else, Spirit? Anything else that you need to let the collective know about this omen that you brought me yesterday? It has to do with a business. 10 of Cups in reverse. It has to do with family. Okay? This could have something to do with this King of Wands. You walking away from family, not being a part of family, okay? Being disowned, or a toxic family dynamic, somebody that you've separated from, or this King of Wands who's no longer part of your family because they're toxic, okay? Some sort of lies about a broken family, a toxic family dynamic due to a business, due to a financial investment, due to some sort of employment. That's what the King of Wands wanted to cover up. That's what he needed to cover up. Something this person did with business, something this person did with a job, with an employment. That's what he tried to cover up. Okay? Something, them creating this illusion about a relationship, about a lover. Creating an illusion about lovers, about a lover, about a relationship, about a business. In the past, 4 of Cups in reverse. This is how they thought they could sweep things under the rug. This is how they thought that they could be released or absolved of what they have done to you in the past. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Death. They thought that ending something for you would get themselves out of imprisonment. This King of Wands tried to end you. I feel like this person tried to bring death to you in many ways. Death literally, death to your career, death to your relationships, death to your life, death to your family, everything. Just to get themselves out of imprisonment. They tried to bring death to you. Yeah. Okay. something about third parties, something about drama, something about being kicked out of the group, not having any friends. Okay, so they tried to say, oh, you don't have any friends, right? Nobody likes you. Okay, I guess something like that. You're a third party. The Hermit, and all of it was just something about a Queen of Pentacles. Hermit could be a Virgo. Okay, so then they brought a Queen of Pentacles into the mix, talking about, or maybe this is the catfish, Queen of Pentacles catfish, I don't know, or is a Virgo, a Queen of Pentacles here, talking about why you're no longer friends, why you're no longer in the group, okay, why this person doesn't want to be friends with you, even though it was probably the other way around, okay. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, something about a business, losing an investment, not getting a gift, not receiving a gift. The Tower. Page of Cups, an apology, a message. The Two of Swords. They thought that nobody would know that they're behind this. They thought nobody would find out that they are the one sending some sort of messages, reaching out to someone, wanting to apologize to someone. Death in reverse. The Queen of Swords, because they couldn't end you. Because they literally couldn't end you. Because they could not end you. Because they couldn't end you. They just couldn't end you. Okay. Tell me more about the Crow. I cannot make it up. The Crow is, the truth is out, and this King of Wands is stuck, trapped, imprisoned. You're going to prison. I don't know what this King of Wands did, but this King of Wands is going to jail or to purgatory or to hell. Either which way, this person is trapped, bound, and exposed. That crow in my backyard was for this King of Wands. This person's day has come. I don't know why, I don't know how, but it's here. That omen is for this King of Wands. Yeah, this person's day is over. They try to trap you, they try to end you, is coming. The church bell rung last night. And I'm going to leave it right there, okay? Let's just see maybe who's involved in this. Who's involved in this here? This could be a father figure. It could be your father. Could be a stepfather. Could have Sagittarius somewhere in their chart. Okay, this person. It's their judgment day today. Yesterday, actually. December. A Capricorn. A Taurus. January and December, and a Libra. All right, November. I'm going to leave it at that. Libra, Taurus, Capricorn, and a Sagittarius. I'm going to leave it at that, guys. Okay, hope this helps. Thanks for watching. Until next time.